Hi guys, today I wanted to do a quick update on what am I using this summer for when it comes to skincare and hair care. Pardon my audio quality because my phone stand isn't the best. The suction has got spoiled, and because of that the attachment that goes to my phone just broke, so I am unable to use the one that I have. I have to get a new one. Nonetheless, as y'all can see, I am using my cap, my hair cap. I don't know if y'all can see, I have switched it on roughly I think 3 or 4 minutes ago. It takes 10 minutes. I have not been very consistent, if I'm going to be honest, and so when I see a lot of hair fall again, I remember that I need to use it. This is the only thing that I'm using when it comes to hair care. I am almost 1.5 years postpartum after my second child. I learned my lesson after my first kid, so this time I was really particular about not losing clumps of hair and going bald as I did last time. But yeah, this is one of the things I'm doing. I'm not using minoxidil, I'm not using any hair growth serums because my scalp is oily per se, and I don't like the feel of it. Okay, apologies for that. I hope I don't end up breaking my phone by the end of this video. Okay, I think I was discussing about not using growth serums here. My apologies. This is the last time that we are doing this. I'm not using the stand anymore. It has cost me too much already. We are just going to against the window. This is just so that I get good lighting. Nonetheless, let's focus. So my hair cap is on. I have just had a hair wash day, so you can see my hair is a little frizzy, a little dry, and all that I will do is apply a few drops of oil towards the end, because then eventually when I'm combing, I will have it along with my natural scalp oils going all over, and I'll be oily in 2 to 3 days, and then again have to have a hair wash. And the most cumbersome thing about washing your hair, especially if you have long hair, is waiting for it to dry a bit before you can actually use the hair dryer and before you can style it or even tie it up. That's what I do generally, but that's it. And when it comes to skincare, I do change the products I'm using. It depends on what have I received to review, and it also depends on my mood. It also depends on the temperature and what I'm feeling like. So currently it has been very consistent, and so I thought it was high time that I share what I have been loving and what I have been using lately. So when we begin, I use a cleanser, and I am using the one from Bliss, and I am and sometimes I rotate that with the one from Neutrogena. I'm using the foaming cleanser because I have oily skin, especially around the T-zone, but especially during the summer months. My skin did change a lot after having kids, and that's something that I'm learning. So I knew theoretically your skin, your body changes, but I am experiencing this firsthand. I had seen my patients go through it, but now it gives me much more insight on how much your body changes, how fluctuant it is, and how you need to keep understanding what you are going through and then change accordingly. So I have kept 2 types of cleansers based on how my skin feels that day. One is something that is more stronger, that will help get rid of that oiliness, especially when I feel I have been outdoors a lot, when it has been really sweaty. And right now, I don't know if y'all are aware how hot it is in Kansas City. Even for the FIFA World Cup matches, they're giving dehydration breaks. It is not a joke, so don't stay outdoors much. Rehydrate yourself well, not only with water but with electrolytes. And again, coming back and sticking to the point, so after I cleanse my face, then I use a toner. Now this is something that I just started using, and it's the one from Murad, and it's the Environmental Shield Essential C Toner. Basically it has vitamin C is what it's being marketed as, and to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this. The reason being, I don't know if I lost the pump that comes with it or it just came with this, because I get so many products, I tend to remove them from their boxes and keep them so that I can use them and keep them handy. And this is so watery that I just wasted it. But it's impractical, I feel, to use this over your face The application is quite messy, not something that I'm a big fan of. I wish it came with something that was more suitable for a product that is this watery. Now my cap just made this noise, that means it's done. I'm done with it. So it does make your hair sweat. All right, and yeah, this is how it is. I didn't remove it to show you all there would be red light inside, but it has this beautiful sensing technology right over here that senses if it's not on your scalp, and it stops. And then to restart it is a long time. It takes a long time. Okay, but trust me, if you are dealing with any form of hair loss like telogen effluvium, postpartum hair loss, or even androgenetic alopecia, we've seen excellent results with it. Obviously, in conjunction with other things, I think you should really consider getting a good hair cap. Now, the toner that I was using before this was the Galactopore O2 toner, and it's over. I have kept it to make my skincare empties video, but I really loved it. It wasn't very watery, but it served the purpose that a toner does. And I enjoy the feel. I liked what it did to my skin. So after I cleanse my face, I use a toner. It's not necessary to use one, but after I do so, I then use, now this is an eye cream that I just got from Natural Grocers. Having so many products, I think this is a weakness that you have being a dermatologist, or being intrigued and interested in products, everything related to beauty, health. When I see something, in spite of having so much at home, I end up buying it. Now that's my weakness. And so I tried this basically, and this is the Botanical Rush Beautiful Eye Cream, and it says hydrating, nourishing, plumping, and it does the job. I use it sometimes all over my face, and yeah, I think this is a very good one if you are considering it. A pro tip, in case it helps, I see a lot of these products being like shifted to the clearance section because they don't end up getting sold. So it's a good thing to check that as well, but obviously they're going to be close to the expiry date. And when it comes to at least skincare products or products that like supplements, when it comes close to the expiry date or when it's past that, I know it's economical, but you also have to be mindful that that expiry date or the shelf life is either because the active ingredients might go rancid or might not be effective, or they might actually cause contact dermatitis or affect and burn your skin. So that is something that you should keep in mind. But otherwise, like always do a patch test. See, okay, see, we hardly have anything left. I've like used it all up. But this was a nice eye cream, and I tend to use eye creams more during the winter. But my eye area, I don't know if you all can see, I had developed milia, and it has a lot of prominent sebaceous glands, and I like taking care of it because I was negligent when it came to that area, and I have a lot of hollowness as well. I don't get any office procedures done simply because, like, nothing at all, to be honest. But it's not something that I want to brag, or it's not something that is great because again, I'm a dermatologist, but I just want to see how my body ages, how my face ages, how it looks as I'm aging. And maybe when I reach a point when I'm like, no, I don't like the way I look, is probably when I'll go to get something done. But right now I am very happy the way it is, and honestly I don't have much time juggling between home and especially the two kids. I always have this guilt that I'm not giving them enough time, or I'm not being a good mother, if I might say. But yeah, that's another topic that we can discuss. So after I cleanse, I apply my toner. Again, that's optional, it's not necessary, but I really like that extra hydration it gives, especially during the summer months. And then I use an eye cream, and right now I am using a vitamin C serum. Again, this is something that I intentionally added during this period, is because of the amount of time I spend outdoors, and obviously you all will be spending it too. We do end up getting tanned, sunburned almost to the extent because it is so hot, and so I want my skin to get that added extra care to take care of inflammation, to renew collagen, to help take care of the pigmentation, and I think vitamin C does a great job. Now before this, which one was I using? I really like this. This is a good one as well, but for some reason, if you see, the color is already this way. Now you all have to tell me this is the Alra supramolecular vitamin C therapy serum, or maybe I can ask my assistant to write to them, is this the original color? Because this is, when I opened the bottle, this was the color, and generally vitamin C gets oxidized to this color. But it has been working great. If I'm going to be honest, it does the job. I have seen it take care of my pigmentation because I've been using it over a period of time, and so far so good. It has 10% L-ascorbic acid, so this is again something that you might want to consider whether it is something that will be suitable for your skin, because not everybody can tolerate ascorbic acid. Otherwise, I think incorporating a vitamin C serum during this time is really going to be helpful. And after this, I just keep it very simple. So I want a lot of hydration, but at the same time, I want to maintain and repair my skin barrier, which is getting damaged out in the sun. So I am currently using the Firming Vegan Collagen Prep Serum from the outset. Now, who isn't a fan of Scarlett Johansson? I personally love her personality, and this is from her line, and it is a good product. It is lightweight, it is hydrating, it is moisturizing at the same time, and it is very important that you find a serum or a moisturizer that doesn't feel too heavy, because again, I tend to develop milia, but this is something that doesn't break me out. This is something that is not occluding my skin, and that's how I know that this is a good product, and it is something that I would recommend using if you are looking for something that is lightweight but hydrating, moisturizing at the same time. Now, it says it has vegan collagen. Again, that's not something that I'm a big fan of. I have explained that these molecules are huge, so for it to actually go penetrate your skin or even stimulate collagen production is going to be to a limited extent. It has its limitations. So if you're going to buy this product thinking that this is going to help with that, no, then don't do that. But if you're finding a good serum and moisturizer, I think y'all will like this. And then I like ending up with a nice sunscreen. Now, this is something that I really want to emphasize on. Aloe vera gel is something that I keep handy with me during the summer months almost every single time. And every time I speak about this topic during these months, you will see me include this. Now, if you're making natural aloe vera gel, good. It's not something that I can do because, again, I don't like messing with natural ingredients, in the sense it has to be kept and stored properly. You don't want to cause infections, so basically when if you're preparing it, prepare it fresh and use it up. These days, good products and good ingredients are so accessible that I don't mind just getting them. It makes life easier. And aloe vera gel is very handy, especially if you want to calm down the inflammation, if you've been out in the sun too long, if you want, like, instead of a moisturizer, sometimes if I feel like I just don't want anything on my skin and I want my skin to breathe, I will just I'll just wash my face and apply aloe vera gel and just let it be for some time. And then when I start feeling a little more dry, I will add a serum or a moisturizer. But this works great. It's multi-purpose for wound healing. I love honey and ghee for wound healing. So obviously, if you have an active wound, you want to see that video and do that. But this will help as well. This will help calm down the inflammation, take care of your skin, keep it hydrated. So if you're looking for something very lightweight, I really like using aloe vera for that purpose. And use a good sunscreen. Like, I cannot emphasize more, please use a sunscreen. Whatever your preference is, it could be a physical sunscreen, it could be a chemical based one. Whether you don't mind a white cast, you are very particular about it. There are tinted ones that are great for skin of color. Right now, the one that I have almost finished up is the one by Sky and Soul. I have spoken about this before. It has literally tallow, non-nano zinc oxide, jojoba oil, lecithin, beeswax, silica, vitamin E, radish root. That's it. Their ingredients are simple and it does the job. Another one that I really love, and I keep this generally for work, special occasions, like when you want to look a little more glamorous, if I might say, but you can use it every day too, is the RMS Radiance Serum. It has a little tint, it gives a little shine and shimmer. It's not something that I'm using today. Today I'm using the one by Sky and Soul. But yeah, that is how simple skincare is. Whether you're a man or woman who loves and like indulges in skincare, or who just wants something very basic, it is as simple as cleanse, moisturize, and sun protect. And when I mean sun protect, it is really, sun protection is non-negotiable. And I say this because I have experienced it. Again, there was a phase where I decided that I am going to go and see when people say that, oh, sunscreen is so toxic and it's not good, and let's see whether it is a good thing to do. I experimented with myself. I did not apply sunscreen. I did not sun protect for 2 years. And that's something that I am still to make a video about and discuss this in detail. But I saw the effects on my skin. I literally saw the effects. And when I came back to a consistent skincare routine, and I had to be very consistent to actually get my skin at least 50% to what it was when I was a young girl. Obviously, that's not going to be possible to come back 100%, but
sun damage is real.
Either trust me, trust any other person, dermatologist that you trust, but please take care of yourself. Sun is healing. I'm not saying it doesn't, because I go out in the morning without any sunscreen, without anything, just to expose myself to 𝐃𝐬𝐓. Like, we pay our respect to the sun as well, being a Zoroastrian. So it means a lot to me, but trust me when I say you need to sun protect, especially if you're going to be out in the direct sun for more than 15 minutes. It is a non-negotiable. And one more thing I forgot, in the night, I have started using retinol. So there are 2 forms I'm experimenting with, and I am recently loving the Rock firming serum stick. I have spoken about this before. It is so easy to just apply this everywhere, especially over the neck and the hand area that you tend to neglect. And I'm not using tretinoin, I'm not using retinaldehyde yet because of a certain reason, but for me this is working so far. And again, I want to see for a period of time how my skin is responding to this. And I have fine lines. I have a lot of wrinkles that are developing, but again, it's not to an extent where
I am cringing when I look at myself.
Obviously, you don't want to reach to a point where reversing the effects become difficult. That's why prevention is better than cure. I know I might get a lot of backlash for being so honest, but this is what it is. Okay, I am a busy mom, super busy mom, and all moms are. Hats off to mothers who work full-time and raise kids and have a family and do everything by themselves. It's just too much sometimes, I feel. Okay, that's it for now. If there is anything else that you all have questions about, that you all want to discuss, or that I might have missed, let me know. If there are any products that are working well for you. Oh, speaking about one last thing that I forgot, I cannot stress the importance of a good deodorant during this time. Remember, your sweat doesn't smell. It is the surface bacteria on your skin that interacts with sweat and then creates the odor. Alright, so a deodorant is going to mask or prevent that interaction from taking place and from producing that smell. A very good time to consider reapplying or applying deodorant will be during the night time, because that is when there's a lot of occlusion. That is when your surface bacteria are going to become very active, and that's when you will see, when you wake up in the morning, you have this typical body odor. So if you do not like that, apply deodorant in the night. Obviously, apply it in the morning after you shower as well. And I am currently using the one by High Bar. It does a great job. I love it. If you sweat a lot, if you produce a lot of sweat, an antiperspirant will help reduce the production of sweat. It is not going to deodorize, or it's not going to do the function of a deodorant. So you need to understand the difference between the two. And also using a nice powder if you wish to, but make sure you don't have kids around you when you are using it, because the powder again is going to just act like this absorbent that is going to absorb the sweat that is being produced, but it's not going to deodorize or do much when it comes to that. Okay, I hope you enjoy the nice long weekend. I'll see you all next time with another new video on skincare, hair care, or healthy aging. Continue to glow, thrive, and shine as always. Take care. I'll see you soon.